Hello again, good morning, my name's Maurice and I've got another food for thought. I've been thinking this week about trials, situations, problems that we face and our attitude towards them. You know, many believers don't understand when the trials come and they say, why should it happen to me? I'm a child of God. I thought God wanted to bless me. Why am I going through all this stuff? But you know, trials are necessary, so necessary for your growth. It shows us where we are spiritually. And more importantly, it shows God where we are spiritually. He wants to test us to find out if we've learnt our lessons. The problem is, God doesn't help us in the test. Just like a school teacher, he warns us about the test. There's a test coming up. And I think God often warns us before a trial, before a test. But we don't hear him, and that's why we fail. You know, I don't believe anyone will be put in for an exam if they don't know the exam's coming. That's how you train. That's how you SWAT. The problem is that during the exam, the teacher can't help you. He can help you right up to the time of the exam, but he can't help you in the exam. You know, in the exam, in the trial, in the test, you're alone. It's not that God's left you, but he doesn't speak to you because he can't. You know, even Jesus on the cross, it was his biggest test. God was silent. Jesus cried out. Let me read it for you, Mark 15. Verse 34. And at the 9th hour Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted, my God, why have you forsaken me? He questioned in the trial. You know, after the trial, God comes and strengthens us. You know, after Jesus' temptation in the wilderness, it says that angels came and strengthened him. Let me read it to you. Luke 4 verse 11. Then the devil left Jesus, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. I believe God always warns us about the test like a teacher would, so we can prepare. But when we make the right decision, God comes and strengthens us. You know, the Christian, the believer who's not been tested, has not been born. You'll go through trials and tribulations as a Christian. You can't float to heaven on a cloud of glory. You've got to go through your trials and tests so that God can see if you've learnt your lessons. And if you fail the test, you'll have to go through it again in the future, maybe in a different form. But until you pass your test, you don't go to the next one. So next time you go through a trial, remember this. The teacher is always silent in the exam, in the test. So have a blessed day. Hope I've given you something to think about. Make the right decisions in your trial, and don't expect God to speak. He'll be with you, but he'll be silent. And keep thinking.